Welcome back to Indian Trace. I have a fine pile of rocks right here. Those of you who like artifacts understand that comment for sure. Now, I went out today and, nothing inspired me to film it. There are some nice pieces here, though. So I wanted to show everybody out there, especially some of the new people, buy some nice pieces here. Sugar quartz and what have you. A lot of stuff. Even some great stuff just all over. There are some great pieces here. But without trying to get too distracted, I wanted to show you what I consider, a really good, solid, basic day. And I just went out and collected what I could, and I sort of wait. Like, I found this point first, and we'll get to it last, but make me the best find of the day. And therefore, I wanted to wait and take a gamble that I might find a real smoker that I'd film. And I even found a point like this one in the back, rhyolite. Really early into the hunt. But I wanted to show you what a basic day was like, and I know it'll be a lot of fun. This right here constitutes what I found out today at lunchtime. And that's a good lunch right there, as a lot of you guys hear me say often. Of course, when it's a real nice little quartz tip, I don't leave it out there. It's good for the box, and some people like to see for artifacts, and I don't put them in the koi pond. I just put a little box together, send it to somebody, and I've sold many, and I just, I'll just get a whole great group of them, and just somebody can send me the postage and handle and send me $30, and I'll send a whole group of them out there. Anyway, let's keep rolling. I went out to Site 5E just to see what was there. It's really watered down. We're going to get a lot of water, and I hope everybody is going to be okay with this storm. I know everybody is not okay with this big storm over here on the East Coast. Look at this point. But we're going to get a lot of water from it. I love that, but at the same time, it's causing a lot of trouble. Just as much, well, I can't say just as much trouble as Louisiana. And out there where you guys just had so much water. That's a nice point. But we're going to get some water. Look at this big piece. It's going to be a lot of water, I guess. Now, it could miss us completely. These big old things, I find them fairly often. Look at the flint, the color of the flint, new break. How about that, right? Pick that up. All right. Basic stuff. You just move it along. Of course, you're going to pick it up and say, that's an artifact. They were either working on that or discarded it or used it for something. Of course, they're working Guilford. Look at this thing. Sort of a uniface. Look how flat that is. And then they just maybe either used it, hafted it right in for a nice dart tip that would be devastating at velocity, or didn't like it and just threw it away. That's very much a possibility because they were good. So we're just getting out here with some good color. Excuse me. Putting all these things around here. We even found some smoky quartz today. So I call it a basic day out. It's never basic to me. That's why, as a duty, I'll go out and save what I can. This stuff had been out there a while. It's been really rained on, and I figured I'd go get it. And I'm off to scratch my head. There were a lot of footprints where I went, a couple places. They might have done real well. Who knows? They might not have been diligent. It's always left for speculation. I can go and believe I'm being real diligent, and I actually went to many places where I've gone before. Look at these pieces, little Guilford Yuma, and found more than half of this you're looking at in my own footprints. But water does a lot of the work. Water did a good job on this stuff. Tried to keep these wet today. Little points like this. So my objective is just to show you, what happens in a day out. Some of this stuff regularly, and I doubt I'll do it very often, gets on film. Now, here's where I have sort of reserved the best for last. Some great stuff, right? Keepers, I guess. Because even if it's a point like this, which to many of you I know looks a little rough. It's rhyolite, but its proportions are something that I like. And to me, it's just a real nice point. So what I do is I go ahead and put it in my keeper's box, and we'll make any decisions we want about it later. Good piece, though, to me. Good piece. And look at this. What a heartbreaker, right? My goodness. And it was sticking in just like that. I'm like, oh, I might have to film it. This might be it. But it just fell right out and was like that. So never made it to the film. Just missing a nice little tip. That goes in my Heartbreakers vase for sure. And it's a great artifact. I mean, it doesn't hurt my heart any. Great base on that. That sugar quartz is what you're looking at. So that's a thing of beauty. Like it. And then another that goes into the Heartbreakers is this great Marl Mountain. Found it at the Plateau. Look at that piece. So you can see, definitely well worth going out. Now a smoker at the end would have just opened up the door to show all these out in the dirt, you know. But I cleaned them up, left them a little bit wet so we can see them. That's a nice piece, isn't it? And we'll just move right on after that. And look at this piece. Great lance point dart tip. It's the brownish rhyolite. Sort of like a Guilford straight. A little bit reduced around the base of it. But all in all, just a real great piece. All right, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in to Indian Trace. Why not give you a great look at all this stuff? Because that right there, Eastern North Carolina Indian Trace. Hope everybody's safe out there. Be well.